everyone, and welcome to Bob's Garden. We're here in the Northwest Hills of Connecticut just before the 4th of July holiday, and I want to show you what's going on in the perennial border and what we need to do at this time of year to maintain it. And I'm also going to point out some design features for you. So let's start here with our Sedum Autumn Joy. As you might guess from the name, it's not going to really join our party until the blooms come, which will be pink. But there'll still be other things going on, and we want to continue with the colors that we have going here until those join the party. So here we have Agastache, which is kind of a bluish purple. And over here we have Nepeta. And this Nepeta is just about ready to go. And we're going to cut this back next week, and we'll get a second bloom out of it. And before the season's done, we might even have a third bloom. So our iris, bearded iris, is already done. But here we have a nice color combination where we pick up on this Gaillardia, which is blanket flower. And you can see the yellow tips kind of go with the daylilies here, which is the Stella d'Oro daylily. And the yellow here also picks up on the yellow centers of the daisies. So you get this nice, what we call punctuation. It's a repeating pattern of colors, themes, and it goes through the garden to help carry the eye through the perennial border. This is a good design feature. So we have the yellow from the Stella d'Oro, and then we have the yellow in the middle of our white daisies, and the white is also complementary with another batch of Agastache here. And if you look up there a little bit, you'll see that the blue from this Agastache picks up on our Perovskia off in that direction, up that way. We'll be going by that, and I'll point that out to you in closer view for it. Here we have our phlox just starting to come along, and another batch of Sedum Autumn Joy. Now here's our Achillea. It's important to keep taking off the spent blooms on this, especially, but we do that through the entire garden. It's a process called deadheading. I actually thought that a great name for a gardening company would be the Grateful Deadheaders. But in any case, it's important to cut this back to the next flower coming along. So we take off the spent bloom and we cut back right to this point, and you can see that these will now develop into flowers, and we'll keep on cutting that as we go along. This was cut out earlier over here, and you can see how we're going to get a second bloom out of this, and we can continue getting those blooms as we go along. So we're going to come up here to our Perovskia. This has got a nice scent to it. You can cut this and bring this in the house, add this to a potpourri, and we have blues from this. Now up here we have some more daylilies, which are yellow, and that carries the eye through to a different color yellow that we have further up in the border. So we continually have the eye moving from one section to the other. It's a good design idea. Now here is very interesting, a combination. We have a pink astilbe, which is a bright pink. We have a less pink astilbe, and then we have something called humolo over here. And this humolo has the same color as the astilbe. So you can get identical colors practically from two different plants. All this pink in here kind of bounces off our hydrangeas over here. These hydrangeas are pink because we have a stone foundation. And the stone foundation makes this a basic pH. And in order to be blue, the hydrangeas need a very acid soil. Now, I've tried many times to get this acid enough for them to turn blue, and they won't do it. But because we get this pink carrying through to the pink on the other side, then we decide that that would be okay to have. So I want to thank you for watching Bob's Garden, and remember, please share, subscribe, and comment on my videos. Remember, be curious, not judgmental.